Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello, welcome to Politically Correct. I'm DK Singh. In this episode of Politically Correct, I'm going to talk about West Bengal. You know, the election is hotting up there, and every day you have something or the other happening. Last week especially, West Bengal dominated the news cycle, starting with, its Rajya Sabha MP, Dinesh Trivedi's dramatic announcement in the House that he was feeling stifled in the party. He did not give any indication of which way he was heading to, but then you could get some indication because after he left the parliament, he went straight home. He went to the temple in his house, started blowing a conch, much to the advantage of photographers. So you don't really have to actually rack your brains to find out or to try to guess which way he's heading. Anyway, but there was something more interesting and more important which actually missed the headlines. So last Friday, or was it Thursday, Union Home Minister Amit Shah was in Thakurnagar, that is north of 24 Parganas district, that the bastion of Matuas, the Namsudra refugees who have been demanding citizenship, and the Matuas constitute about 20% of the state's population. And there, Amit Shah announced, because he had to talk about the Citizenship Amendment Act. Matuas have been asking for a particular date. The BJP has to tell them that CA is going to be implemented from this date, from this month. So Shah there, he clarified that, as soon as the vaccination process is over, CA will be operationalized. Now that's very, ambiguous statement, because the government has not really fixed any time frame for the completion of the inoculation process. Now, last heard, I think it was Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan. He had said that by July-August 2021, 25 to 30 crore Indians will be vaccinated. But so far, the government has not set any time frame for the completion of the entire vaccination exercise. And so when Shah says that once the vaccination process is over, CA will be implemented, that's a very ambiguous statement. And just before, or day before that, his point person in Kolkata, Kailash Vijayvargiya, he is the BJP General Secretary in charge of West Bengal. He was talking to our colleague in Kolkata, Madhuparna Das, and he told her that, there are about 168 petitions in the Supreme Court. And hopefully, these cases should be heard in the next 3 or 4 months. And after that, CA would be operationalized. Now again, when you are giving a time frame on the basis of when the Supreme Court will complete the hearing, there are many cases in the Supreme Court, but if you recall, I think these cases started coming to Supreme Court way back in December or November 2019, December 2019, I think. And after that, there has not been a proper hearing. So CA came up to the Supreme Court at least thrice, I think, in the past 13-14 months, but they were just for procedural issues. Proper hearing has not really happened. So if you have not had a proper hearing for 13-14 months, to say that the hearings will be completed in the next 3-4 months and then we'll implement the CA, that's like, who's going to believe that? Because first of all, you are trying to guess when the Supreme Court will complete the process, and then given the kind of delay that you have been witnessing in the court, you don't really see that happening, not in the next 3-4 months. So that's another thing. Then you had during the Parliament session, the Home Ministry gave a reply that the Home Ministry had been given time till July actually by a subordinate legislation committee, and whenever some new law comes, Parliament has passed a law, it's a legislation, it is notified, rules are framed, and rules have to be framed within 6 months after its notification. If you don't do that, then you have to go back to the committee of subordinate legislation and get an extension. So the government has got many extensions so far. So from the Lok Sabha's committee, the government has got time till April. From the Rajya Sabha, it's time till July, I think July this year. So that was the Home Ministry's statement that we are working on this. We still have time till July. Now point is, who are you going to believe? Amit Shah's statement, that is, it will be operationalized when the vaccination process is over. Kailash Vijayvargiya's statement that it will be operationalized when the Supreme Court is done with the hearing and the verdict comes, or the Home Ministry's statement that we have time till July 2021. Obviously, something else is going on. You have the BJP in a major dilemma over CAA because Assam is also going to polls. And you have indigenous communities in Assam which are against the implementation of the CAA. It's not about giving citizenship just to Hindus. They have problems with giving citizenship to Muslims also. So indigenous communities have a lot of problems, but BJP does not really want to upset them by implementing the CAA now. In West Bengal, on the other hand, BJP is banking on the CAA to get Matua votes. So what does the BJP do? And that's why this dilemma actually gets reflected in, their statements, the number of statements or number of deadlines they have been giving. So while they are giving deadlines in West Bengal, in Assam, when the Prime Minister addresses people in Assam, he does not say a word about the CAA. So you have kind of conflicting electoral interests when it comes to the CAA. Point is, what will happen? I'm sure to say that Amit Shah does not know when he wants to roll it out, that will be a bit presumptuous, and I would say that will be stupid on our part, on my part, because we know he has everything, the entire deadline set when he wants to do, but not just that we don't know. And why I'm calling the dilemma is, suppose what happens after the elections. Now BJP does not have much at stake in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala or in Puducherry, so it's Assam and West Bengal. And CA especially, now it looks like it's West Bengal centric as far as the BJP's politics goes. But what happens if the BJP wins both states, both West Bengal and Assam? Because before you go to the polls, you are in a dilemma whether to say something, whether to operationalize it at this point or not. If Matuas will feel happy, you may upset a section of indigenous communities' votes. You have this dilemma before elections. What if you win both states? In Assam, it's likely that the BJP retains power because you see the Congress is in a shambles and the Congress does not have any leadership there. West Bengal also, it looks well placed. It's already the major challenger to Mamata Banerjee, and as the momentum goes, as you are looking at how BJP is gaining ground, you cannot rule it out, and BJP may even come to power in West Bengal. Though we cannot predict, only after elections we will come to know, but we cannot rule it out. So, because we are working on a hypothesis here, what will the BJP do if it wins both Assam and West Bengal? I don't know the answer. My guess is as good as yours. But I am sure Amit Shah knows what he will do after the elections are over. But for now, my guess is at least CA is not going to see the light of the day, at least this year. If the BJP is again in power in Assam, it will have to do something, bring out some mechanism, some kind of mechanism to kind of mollify or address the apprehensions of the indigenous Assamese. There I leave the CA debate. As I said, I am not sure. All I know is, or all I can make out is, the CA is not going to be operationalized anytime soon. But yeah, the BJP is not going to give up on CA. It's not like Benami Act that was in 1988. Rajiv Gandhi, it came during Rajiv Gandhi government. Parliament cleared it. For the next 28 years, Benami Act was not operationalized because rules were not framed. Several governments came in between. It was only in 2016 that Modi government implemented that law with some amendments actually. So it took 28 years. CA is not going to go that way, that's for sure. But when is it going to come? Well, we are just watching the lips of senior BJP leaders. As I said, we have seen what Amit Shah has said, what Vijay Vargiya has said, what the Home Ministry has said. And frankly, we'll have to wait and watch. Another thing coming from West Bengal last week was, there's interesting tussle happening. So we have seen how this Jai Shri Ram debate is happening in West Bengal. Now the Trinamool Congress is seeking to turn the table in the BJP. So we heard Abhishek Banerjee, I think he was talking on Saturday, saying that, BJP is not talking about Jai Siya Ram. BJP is talking about just Jai Shri Ram because BJP does not want to talk about Sita. So the idea is to basically, project that, and what Abhishek had been saying, that Mamata Banerjee is the only woman chief minister in India today. And BJP is not talking about Sita. BJP is actually in a way is not showing respect to women. And then it is, then the Trinamool has been projecting Mamata Banerjee as Ma Durga, so not projecting, is likening Mamata Banerjee to Ma Durga, goddess Durga, basically saying that, she is also there, she will be killing Mahishasur. So that likening Mamata Banerjee to Ma Durga has this deep politics into it. The idea is to project BJP, which has been giving that Jai Shri Ram slogan, that it's a cowbell party, because in Bengal traditionally Bengalis have been worshipping goddess Durga and goddess Kali. So that fits into this Trinamool's narrative of Bengalis and outsiders. Whether it will work or not, I don't know, because generally when it comes to Hindutva issues, BJP has virtual ownership. That's all from me in this episode. Thank you very much.